Today we are brewing Westy 12, and we are going to do it with 3 different recipes. We have the complex recipe with step mash, multiple yeasts and multiple adding of yeasts at different times. We have the more straightforward recipe, and then we have the extract recipe. And we're going to do it here in 3 different beer systems and then taste it and see if we can tell any differences between them, see which is best.
Our recipe looks pretty standard. It's a 75-minute mash. There's a Belgian Pilsner and a Belgian Pale, and it's 10 pounds of the Pilsner and 5.5 pounds of the Pale. And then a 90-minute boil with 3 hop additions. And then I think with 15 minutes left in the boil, you add the Candi syrup.
So you have no dark grains. You don't have any specialty or debittering. Because we have a tiny amount of some really dark leather bond grains.
You're going to notice that in yours. It's going to just have this hint of je ne sais quoi.
So this is the complex one, and there's quite a lot of stepping for the mash, which hopefully shall be easy for us on the system here. So we dough in at 146, and then 30 minutes of mashing at 138.
How much you say it costs?
After 30 minutes, step it up to 152 for another 30 minutes, and then the final 30 minutes is at 156. So the good thing is that to do that, we just dial in the temperature on the heater, and the heater on the bottom is just going to increment up to what we need, and then keep circulating and bring up the mash tun to the temperature we need. We should be able to step exactly like we want to.
So you're doing the extract, the simple brew, but
got one of these for, apparently, should have been for Christmas, but just showed up. But I'll try to put some, I don't know, couple gallons in there, see what happens. So that was my ace in the hole for the extract beer, is to age in a whiskey beer.
Barrel aged extract.
That's right.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay. And wait. Action. Okay. So we're going to try an experiment here and run some more water across the grain, see if we can get any sugars, additional sugars, and ferment a second beer. Since we're doing a heavy beer, we figured maybe there's more sugars still to get. But it's a total guess. We have no clue what we're doing, and just going to run more sparge water in through the system and take an initial gravity reading, so we'll have some idea what it looks like at this point.
And what's this called again, Doug?
This is called party guile. This is apparently a medieval technique.
Okay, first hop addition. We've been boiling for 30 minutes, and this is 1 ounce of Brewers Gold.
We're doing our first hop addition, which is 1 ounce of Brewers Gold hops. They go in at 30 minutes into the boil, and then in the boil for 60 minutes.
Tell me what you're adding.
German Tettnang.
Tettnang.
30 minutes. About half an ounce. That's about half an ounce.
An ounce of Mount Gold at 30 minutes.
Styrian Golding, 15 minutes left.
What did you get?
Well, it's over here, so it's right at about 1040, it looks like. And we're pushing almost 4 gallons, so
From leftover grain, it's a pretty good deal.
Yep.
All right, this is the Styrian Golding going in at 15 minutes left in the boil. And that is the last hop addition until we add the Candi syrup.
All right, 3 of these bad boys. Got an extra kick at the end. This is where the magic happens for Westy 12. It's dark Candi syrup. Okay, the boil is done, so we're going to turn everything off. Let it recirculate through the chiller for a little while just to cool it initially, and then we'll start to fill the fermenter.
We were aiming for an original gravity of 1090 and looks like that's what we've got. Okay, so when it comes to the complex recipe, we are doubling down on yeast. We made a yeast starter from White Lab's 530, that's Abbey Ale Yeast. And in addition to that, we're putting in another packet of yeast straight from the packet into the wort as well. Gravity looks like it is 1090, which is what it's supposed to be.
Just like last time. Didn't we both hit our gravity targets last time?
Yep, we hit it exactly.
And it still turned, and still didn't ferment at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did a 2-step yeast starter on this one. We did a 2-liter yeast starter, let it sit on the stir plate for a day, and then crashed that in the fridge, let the yeast fall out of it, decanted it, and then added another 2 liters worth of DME in order to step it up again.
So it's day 3 of fermentation and it has been going crazy. That thing has been bubbling like mad. The gravity has gone from 1090 to 1023 in those 3 days. So we're already at an 8% beer. And we're going to now do something that I've never done before. I'm going to add more yeast at day 3. This is WLP530, so it's a different yeast. And we're going to go put it in now. Right, so it is 3 months since we brewed the beer. 3 months, yeah?
Yeah.
We did it in March. Since then, the 3 beers have been through some very different processes. So the one that I did, the complex one, started out with adding yeast and then adding a different yeast strain a couple of days later. And then I put it into secondary. And then the more simple all grain one, what did you do with that?
We put it in the bucket for 2 weeks, I think, and then we moved it to the carboy. Then we racked it again to a second carboy.
What's the story with number 3?
So the extract, the all extract brew with some steeping grains went for the old whiskey barrel. So it's a craft whiskey barrel. I don't think it's bourbon. I guess it's whiskey if it's on Kentucky. Pretty much sat in there till 2 days ago.
So we're going to do some taste testing, and the first test we're going to do is we're going to blindly taste the complex all grain, the one I did, the more simple one, all grain again, and we're going to combine that with a third beer, which is the St. Bernardus 12. This is not a Westy 12, but it's as close as we could get. So we will blindly taste the 3 and we will each say which beer we prefer.
Okay, do it.
So we'll give it a go.
Alright, you ready to raise one we think is the best?
Yes. Ready?
Yep.
Good decision?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
So it's pretty split.
Alright.
Now the triangle test. 1 glass with simple, 2 glasses with complex. Can we spot the odd one out?
So this is the one that's different on mine.
I think that's my odd one out. So how do we do?
Which one's the 2? You should guess that first.
The ones that we pushed forward are the ones we think is the odd one out.
The first one on the far end,
2
is in the middle, the
Yep.
odd one out. Okay. Second one on the
Second.
left.
Yep.
Third one in the middle.
Yes.
Last one on the right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we could.
There you go.
We all got that right.
I think-
Okay. So this is the whiskey. This is the whiskey aged extract beer, which was a combination of Westy and a triple recipe.
Yes.
With all the triple
All
stuff taken
extract.
out.
So this is how you make an extract beer taste good.
I was about to say it
I
needed
mean,
something.
it totally covers the extract.
It smells like whiskey.
Wow. What have we
That's
done?
good.
Yeah.
That's really
Isn't
good.
it?
Really good. Yeah.
All right, that's it. While we couldn't agree on what our favourite beer was, we could all agree on the fact that the 3 beers were very distinctive and we enjoyed them all. Okay, so the recipe's in the description. That's all for now. See you on the next one.